The real reason nothing was working. Trying to lose belly fat while you're inflamed is like trying to mop the floor with the faucet still running. You can mop all day, the floor stays wet. Nobody talks about turning off the faucet, they just sell you a better mop. Chronic low-grade inflammation has no symptoms you'd notice. It silently jams the signals your body needs to burn fat and build muscle while you feel completely fine. It spikes markers like IL-6 and TNF-alpha, shutting down the mTOR pathway, the main switch for muscle growth. Think of mTOR like a construction foreman. When inflammation is high, that foreman goes home early. Train hard, eat clean, doesn't matter. Nobody's running the job site. Inflammation also tells fat cells to hold on tight around the midsection even when calories drop. Your body isn't confused. It's doing exactly what inflamed bodies are programmed to do: survive instead of shrink. When researchers targeted inflammation first, fat loss moved and muscle responded on its own. Turn off the faucet, everything else gets easier. 5 grams a day, 5 compounds, all affordable. Starting at the bottom, MSM, the sulfur compound your joints have been begging for. My knees started making sounds in my 40s that I can only describe as a bowl of Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle, pop. Every single morning just trying to get out of bed. I thought that was just the price of admission for getting older. Turns out, the ticket was 5 grams of something most people walk right past on the supplement shelf. MSM, methylsulfonylmethane, is organic sulfur your body uses to build collagen, repair connective tissue, and calm inflammatory pathways in joints and muscles. Modern food processing strips most of it out, so the body runs low and most people don't even know it. At 5 grams daily, MSM increases cell wall permeability. Nutrients flow in, waste flows out more efficiently. That's why people report less bloating and more energy within the first week, before the joint benefits even fully kick in. Stick around, because what comes next works on your body while you're flat on your back asleep, and most people have never even considered it. A UCLA study found that people taking 5 grams of MSM daily for 12 weeks experienced a 58% reduction in joint pain and a 42% improvement in physical function compared to a placebo group. The sulfur also drives collagen and keratin production, joints, skin, hair, and nails all getting rebuilt simultaneously. Take it with vitamin C. It boosts absorption significantly. Mix in warm water or juice first thing in the morning. Start at 2.5 grams the first week to let your gut adjust, then move to the full 5 grams. Best taken morning with food. Your joints are quieter now, but your sleep is about to get a serious upgrade. Glycine, the amino acid that rebuilds you while you sleep. Most people over 45 are sleeping fine and recovering terribly. 7 hours in bed, 0 restoration. The body needs raw materials to rebuild overnight, and after 40, it's quietly running out of one of the most important ones. Glycine is an amino acid the body uses to make collagen, creatine, and glutathione, 3 compounds that control how fast you age, how strong you stay, and how well your cells defend themselves. After 40, the body falls behind on producing enough of it. Research shows that 5 grams of glycine before bed helps people fall asleep 24% faster and increases deep sleep by up to 40%. Deep sleep is when growth hormone spikes, driving fat burning and muscle repair overnight. Sleep stops being recovery and starts being actual work. Studies published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed a 44% improvement in insulin sensitivity with daily glycine supplementation. Less fat storage around the belly. Steadier energy all day. No diet changes required. It works by slightly lowering core body temperature, signaling the brain to drop into deep sleep mode. No grogginess, no dependency. Mix 5 grams in warm water an hour before bed. Tastes mildly sweet, nothing to choke down. Best taken 60 minutes before bed. Sleep is locked in, but what you take first thing in the morning might be even more powerful. Spirulina, the pond scum that outperforms your protein shake. I spent $40 a month on a protein powder with a very serious-looking athlete on the label. Meanwhile, a single teaspoon of algae was quietly doing laps around it, and most people in their 40s and 50s are still completely in the dark about it. Gram for gram, spirulina delivers more usable protein than almost anything else, absorbed at 85 to 95% compared to roughly 20% for animal proteins. The body actually uses almost all of it. The phycocyanins driving that blue-green color cut inflammatory markers by up to 52% in 6 weeks. People taking 5 grams daily dropped LDL by 41 points and increased muscle endurance by 28%. Fat down, performance up. The chlorophyll binds to toxins and heavy metals and pulls them out through digestion. Most people notice energy climbing within 3 to 4 days, sugar cravings dropping by week 2, and visible muscle definition by week 4. Take it on an empty stomach with water and a squeeze of lemon. Boosts iron absorption by up to 40%. Always buy organic and third-party tested. Best taken, morning, empty stomach. Spirulina feeds the muscles from the outside, but the next compound rebuilds the structure holding everything together. Collagen peptides, the scaffolding your body stopped replacing. Around 45, things start falling apart in ways nobody warned you about. Knees that never bothered you suddenly have opinions about stairs. Skin that used to snap back just doesn't. Tendons that were fine last year are now filing formal complaints. It's not bad luck, it's a collagen deficit that's been building quietly since your mid-20s. After 25, the body starts losing collagen every year. And by 45, the joints, skin, and tendons are all running on a deficit. Collagen peptides are broken down small enough to pass straight through the gut wall and get routed directly to wherever damage is waiting. Clinical trials showed athletes taking 5 grams daily gained significantly more muscle and strength than a placebo group on the exact same program. The body just needed the raw material it stopped producing. Hunger levels dropped too, which for anyone battling belly fat after 40 is worth paying attention to. Mix 5 grams into coffee or a smoothie. Dissolves completely with no taste. Take it with vitamin C for best results. Look for hydrolyzed peptides from grass-fed sources. Best taken, morning or within an hour post-workout. The body is patching itself back together, but the next compound is the one that actually puts everything into overdrive. Creatine monohydrate, the most studied supplement nobody over 50 is taking. If creatine were a job applicant, it would be the most qualified person in the room. 2,000 studies, decades of safety data, 0 serious side effects, and most people over 50 have never touched it. They assumed it was for 25-year-olds grunting in front of mirrors. Creatine saturates muscles with phosphocreatine, the fuel the body burns in the first few seconds of any movement. Most people are running well below their potential stores. That gap is costing real strength, real energy, and real muscle every single day. A Harvard Medical School study found older adults taking 5 grams daily for 12 weeks gained 7.3 pounds of lean muscle and increased strength by 32%, effectively reversing 15 years of age-related muscle loss. The added muscle also raises resting metabolic rate, meaning more fat burned around the clock without changing anything else. The brain runs on phosphocreatine too. Research shows creatine improves memory, processing speed, and mental fatigue resistance. For anyone who's walked into a room and completely forgotten why, that's not a small thing. No loading phase needed, just 5 grams daily in warm water. Best taken, post-workout or with a meal. 5 compounds down, 1 question left. What happens when all 5 run together? The stack. Most supplement plans treat the body like it only has one problem. Anyone over 45 knows that's a joke. Everything starts falling apart at the same time, like appliances in a house that were all installed the same year. These 5 compounds hit inflammation, sleep, structure, muscle, and brain function all at once. Because your body isn't sending one complaint, it's sending a whole inbox full of them. MSM quiets the inflammatory noise in joints and connective tissue. Glycine deepens sleep so growth hormone can do its job overnight. Spirulina floods the body with bioavailable protein and keeps inflammatory markers suppressed. Collagen peptides patch structural damage that's been accumulating since the mid-20s. Creatine saturates every muscle cell and powers the brain, multiplying everything the other 4 are already doing. Lower inflammation means creatine works more efficiently. Better sleep means collagen synthesis accelerates overnight. More bioavailable protein means muscle responds faster to the creatine signal. Each compound lifts the ceiling for the next one. Muscle loss, joint breakdown, cognitive fog, belly fat that won't move. These aren't separate problems. They share the same root. Address the root and the symptoms start resolving. Give it 60 days. Most people notice something shifting within the first 2 weeks. Energy first, then sleep. Then the mirror starts cooperating. 25 grams total, 5 compounds. One direction, forward. No expensive programs, no extreme diets, just science that actually works for people over 40. Comment below and tell us which of these 5 you're already taking and what you've noticed. Your results matter here. Subscribe and like so you're first in line when the next one drops.